Hello my friends, welcome back to Orion Works. I'm Orion and I'm going to be teaching you how to paint with coffee. First off, so far this is what I've got. If you can tell what it is, then cool. Just going to go through so you can see all the coffee grain. Now, I literally just poured coffee on a paper and I saw in the coffee a guy standing here, so I thought, okay, cool, I'll paint that. So I'm already halfway through, so that way the video goes faster, and I'm going to teach you guys how to paint with coffee. Alright, gonna put this, oops, dropped half my coffee all over the floor. Turn that off. Sweet. Now I am using Keurig coffee. It comes in these little pouches. Now it's not the most expensive, but it's actually pretty expensive. And this is expired coffee, that's why I'm using it. But I'm just gonna go through and show you guys. Now painting with coffee can be a really slow process because it's kind of like just darkened water. But layer by layer by layer, you'll end up with something. And I'm painting a SWAT officer. And I thought it was pretty cool. And what I'm going to show you is one of the things I learned is you can actually take the Keurig stuff. Some of it is grainy, some of it dissolves, but sometimes I'll take the grains, focus in on that so you can see. Sometimes I'll take the grains and I'll put them on a spot of the painting, flatten out to make a line, and then I'll leave it there for a long period of time. Longest I've left it on there was about maybe 9 to 10 hours, maybe longer. I put it on before I went to bed and left it overnight, and then I left it a little while longer. Don't know how long I left it on, but it made a pretty cool effect. And what I'll do is I'll go over with a brush like this and a little bit of tissue, and I'll just swipe it off and get some of the stuff off. Because you want to leave a little bit behind. I mean, depending on what you're doing. If you leave a little bit behind, it makes a pretty cool effect. But I didn't want to do that for the helmet, because the helmet is kind of shiny, because it's a Riot Gear helmet. So what I did is I took this coffee. I can't remember exactly what kind it is. I think it's like a vanilla mocha coffee. And it actually dissolves in water, so it left it behind this really nice liquid. And this is the thicker kind. What I did is I took half and half. I took half of the coffee and poured it in a big cup like this. And then took half the coffee and put it inside what it was already in. Just put a little bit of water in it. And then what I'll do is I'll take my little brush and dip it in the coffee and just put a little bit, because I want this part of the helmet to stay looking shiny. So I probably won't mess with it that much. I mean, I'll still go back in and put a little bit of stuff in there. And sometimes I'll realize I put too much water. And with this coffee, you want to leave behind less water. So I'll go in and I'll take some of the tissue, but I'll leave behind just barely enough liquid. So that way the coffee color will stay behind too. Now, one thing I did find out when I was doing this is some coffee is kind of sticky, like right here, right there. It's kind of sticky. I got most of it off. And same with his kneecap right here. I mean, I got most of the sticky stuff off, and it kind of hardened, which helped quite a lot. But anyway, I'm going to go back to a shield, and I'm going to show you guys what I meant by using the coffee grains. So, take the coffee grain and go like this. Now, I got a big chunk. I mean, I'm using just an average canvas I found at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to bring this down like that. Now, coffee goes a long way, which most of the time, if you spill it on your clothes, it stains your clothes. But yeah, ironically, it's not, ironically, it's not really sticking to the canvas very well. But it's working enough. It just takes a lot longer because you have to put layer by layer by layer. So if you're wanting something time consuming to get your mind off something, or you just want to do something that takes a long time and ends up looking really nice in the end, I would paint with coffee, actually. I've painted quite a few times, but I only started painting like, I don't know, a little while ago, not that long ago. And I actually found a lot of joy in it. I've only painted 4 times. And one of those times was that, what was it? The second time I painted was for the talent show. And I did something pretty cool. If you guys want me to show you what I painted for the talent show, leave a like and comment down below. But other than that, it's kind of simple. Sometimes I'll take itty bitty bits, and for example down here, sorry, my camera, here, I'll just take it off. Alright, like down here on the kneecap, what I'll do is I'll take a really small amount of clay and put it in a small area. I mean, not clay, sorry, gosh, coffee. I'll take a really small little bit, wait, get a little more, like that, and then I'll put it like that, right there, sorry, right there, that little itty bitty dot. Focus on that. Turn off the flash so you can see it better, sorry. Alright, and I'll do that, and then I'll leave it there for a long time because I want those to show up more than anything. I mean, I don't want it to be a huge detail, but I want it to stay. So I'm going to leave that there. I've already left it there for about about 6 hours, maybe 7. So I'm going to leave it there a little bit longer, maybe overnight, so that way it sticks better. And now I'm going to go back and work on the arm. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see any change, especially in the camera. Maybe you could see it better. And the closer you zoom in, you can actually see all the little coffee grains. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so you could see it better. But the closer you zoom in, you can see in the netting, some of the coffee will stay and it'll stick. That is actually good, especially for shading. Like, I'll show you. For example, up here, the little paint splotches, what I'll do is in these Keurig bottles, there's a, I forgot what it's called, but it's this little thing on the inside that keeps the coffee away from the filter at the bottom. It's like a little pouch, just holds the coffee. It's easy to come out. I took that out, and I left it in the coffee for a long time. And then I'll take it, and I'll put it in places like I put it right there, and then I put some right there. So that way, it makes a cool little droplet effect. I did it a lot more over here. I did it here, I did it way up here, and I did it right here. No, sorry, I did it right here. That one maybe I did, I can't remember. But I did it a lot just to make a little paint effect, sorry. And yeah, I'm just going to go back through the arm and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm just going to take a little pinch of the coffee grounds. Now these are really small coffee grounds and they've been in water for a long time, but I've been using them for a long time. Like I said, coffee goes a long way, and when you're done and you swipe it off like this, once you swipe it off, you can actually reuse the coffee grounds that came off to make new coffee / new working material. So I've been using, I could totally do this with one of these coffee pouches because I could keep reusing and reusing and reusing, and it goes a long way. if you want me to do another coffee video, like and comment down below. Or if you want, comment down below on some other food type, condiments, or even maybe green tea that I could use to paint with. But yeah, this is actually my first time painting with coffee, and I really like the outcome so far. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Actually, it's easier to see on camera. But, so, here's this helmet up here. I'm going to work on that a lot more. And then right here is like his little visor / riot cover. And then right here's his shoulder pad. This is his arm holding the shield. And then this is his hand. There'll be more detail later. And then this is like a little antenna from his backpack. My grandpa said it kind of looked like a rifle going up right here. You think what you want. Anyway, this part is the upper armor. And then this is like his scarf / shoulder that goes around his mouth. And then down here is covering like his abs. This little area. And then so's this little part's covering his abs too, and then it comes down if my camera will want to go down there. Sorry. Try and bring it down a little more. There it goes. There we go. Yay me. Anyway. Whew, does not want to stay put though. Let's hope it stays. Oh, I'll just hold it. Alright, move the tissue. Anyway, this is the ab cover, and then it leads down into the groin armor. And then these are the beginning of his legs, and then this is his kneecap, and then another, well, knee protection, I forgot what it was called. Gosh. Anyway, then his other one will go here, and his arm, it was going to come down like that, out, so you couldn't see it. But I decided that this will be his shoulder pad, and it'll actually come up. And then this little spot you see right here is where his gun is going to be. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I got tons of coffee on my camera holder, and it won't stay. Alright. Let's pinch that down. Alright, there we go. Now it'll stay. Hopefully. Alright, there. Now you can see his helmet a little bit better. I actually have a reference. Well, I wasn't using it, but now that I come down into my workshop, I found a reference. I got a helmet a while back for Christmas, and the helmet kind of, not gonna lie, looks like crap right now. So I'm gonna start using my reference a little more since I found one. And good part is about coffee is that since you go layer by layer by layer, it's easier to catch your mistakes before you go too in depth with them. That, and it's easy to move what you're doing. Since the way I'm doing it, you leave the coffee grains on the paper. So if you catch you doing a mistake, you could easily just swipe it off. And yeah. Alright. What I'll do is I'll finish working up on the arm. Now, I showed you more of the coffee grounds. Now I'm going to actually show you coffee. Now, I got these really nice big metal, I almost said toothbrushes, paint brushes, sorry. And I'm just going on. This is the darkest coffee that I have right now. And I'm just going on here, dripping little itty bitty splotches. Trying to cover up the dark parts because I'm trying to go dark to light. And thankfully I have the light coffee that I showed you at the beginning of the video. And I'm just going to go back right here. So you, especially when you're doing something like this, I mean with all drawings you want to do it, but coffee it's a little tricky. You need to always remember where your light and your shade is coming from. Now, so far I'm still trying to figure out where mine's coming from. I'm pretty sure it's coming from this direction. It might be coming from head on considering where the glare is on his helmet. It all depends on what way the coffee's going. Because like I said, I literally just threw coffee on this, poured it on right here, and it all went like this, and then soaked into the canvas, and I saw a glow right here. and then the outline of a figure. And I started painting that figure, and I saw this. Alright, so I'm going to go back in, dip my paintbrush again. Going to go back in. Alright, where should I go now? I'm going to go right here on the breastplate. I'm just going to darken half of it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to go over here a little more. Now remember, like right here, oh sorry you can't see that. Right here is where I put the wet coffee grains. Always remember where it is, because it's kind of tricky to tell the difference between dry, which is right there, and not dry. So make sure you remember, because I've accidentally done that where I'm painting and I accidentally move it all. I mean, it's easy to fix because I just put it on there. But yeah, alright. And up here, now this is entirely made out of coffee, nothing else. I was thinking about doing my signature in pen, but I might do it in coffee just to keep the, what's it called, the theme going. But yeah, up here, I'm going to have like a logo and then like a quote going down the side. And, oh, while I'm thinking about it, the little thing I was talking about, the filter thing, has been soaking in coffee for quite a long time. So look, like this, and you just put it on there. You could flatten it out, you could move it. But yeah, you just do that. I'm going to take it off because I already have a lot of those splotches, and I'm actually just going to swipe it up because that's the way most of the coffee's going. I'm trying to make it all go upward and a little bit to the side, but mostly upward, because that's where I want the flow to be going. But yeah, that's kind of why this camera. That's kind of why this guy's off-centered, is because he's down here because that's where the coffee stained. Leave it all up to fate to give you something pretty cool. Gosh. Coffee grains are getting into my camera holder. Right now I'm using a suction cup type thing to hold up my camera, and it's not sticking very well with all the coffee grains. That's right, I'll clean it later. Alright, whoop, sorry. Gonna turn that off so you can see a little better what the coffee looks like. But yeah, this is my first coffee painting and my first tutorial. If you guys like it, comment, like down below. Feel like I've said that a lot, sorry. And let me know, is there any other things you want me to paint? Maybe a better and longer in-depth tutorial, and I can actually start from the beginning and show you to the end, my progress. And yeah, I'll even make a video of the ending product and post it on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is Orion Honduras signing out.